Solving for one variable in a linear model. For instance, f equals 3t plus 45. But before we do that, how about if we review a little bit? Have you heard of PEMDAS? You probably heard of it, right? PEMDAS. It's an acronym. This is meant to help you remember by using an acronym. So acronyms such as, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Notice it starts with the P, E, M, D, A, and S. PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Hopefully it helps you remember if you haven't seen it before. Or another common one, PEMDAS. Well, in my classroom, I write with a pen. Well, not really. I would write with the marker. So I would get marker dust. But if you write with your pen, then you get pen dust. PEMDAS. Hopefully it helps you remember. So, P stands for parentheses, which includes brackets, squiggly lines, or squiggly brackets, I should say, or any type of squiggly bracket that you can come up with as well. So parentheses. E stands for exponents. We have x squared. This squared is the exponent. So do notice, x is the base and choose the exponent. Multiplication, big dot. So avoid using an x because you're going to confuse it with the x. And the x is now a variable. So big dot, or you can also use an asterisk if you're typing with your computer or phone. So big dot or an asterisk. So division. Do remember, a fraction implies division. 8 divided by 4 gives us 2, right? Or fraction with a slash. It also implies division. 8 divided by 4 is still 2. Or the regular division sign. 8 divided by 4. So these are all forms of division. Do be aware. It'll help you out. A stands for, as you've noticed, addition. And finally, S, subtraction. So this is the order of operations. Whenever you are trying to simplify, they are very useful. Do notice that multiplication and division are opposites. So if you want to multiply, you can do the opposite, which is divide. Or if you want to divide, you can do the opposite, multiply. Addition and subtraction are also opposites. So if you want to add, you can try the opposite as well, subtract. Opposite of subtract, add, and vice versa. So, orders of operation. Whenever we want to simplify, you always start from the top and work your way down. It makes your life a lot easier if you do this. If you start from the bottom up, it can get pretty complex. So we want to avoid complexity in many cases, right? Keep it simple. So start at the top. If you're simplifying, look at parentheses first. Then try the exponents. Then follow by multiplication and division. You can do them at the same time if needed. And last, addition and subtraction for when you're simplifying. On the other hand, if you have an equal sign and you're getting rid of stuff from one side to the other, meaning parts of your expression. So we want to work from the bottom up instead for passing, moving stuff from one side of the equal sign to the other. Do notice it has to have an equal sign. Otherwise, signs don't change either. So passing, we go opposite direction from the bottom up. So solve in this case means pass. So we're solving for, what are we solving for? We have f equals 3t plus 45. It looks like we're going to try to solve for t. Get rid of everything but the t. So all except the t to the opposite side of the equal sign. So it's always with respect to the equal sign if you have an equal sign. Agreed? So f equals 3t plus 45. So that means we're getting rid of everything to the left side. Let's see. Simplifying. We're always going to try to simplify first. Can I simplify on the left side? Left side, all I have is the f. That's it. I can't simplify on the left side of the equal sign. Right side of the equal sign. 3t, well, plus 45. Let's say for reference, 3t represents 3 boxes of oranges plus 45 apples. They're different, right? So we can't combine them. So that's as simplified as it's going to get. We can't simplify it, unfortunately. So that means going into solving or passing. Well, what can we get rid of? What's the first thing we can get rid of? So passing, starting from the bottom up, since we couldn't simplify anything. So for passing, we start with addition and subtraction. That means we gotta get rid of, what are we solving for again? T, that's right, T. So we're getting rid of the 45 because it's affecting T by addition. So let's subtract 45 then. It's the opposite of addition. Do remember the opposites. So we subtract 45 on both sides of the equal sign. F minus 45, well, we can't combine them together. 45 minus 45, they cancel each other out. So on the left side, let's just put the F and the negative 45 together. So it becomes F minus 45 since we couldn't combine them. We have F represents boxes of bananas. We have a box of bananas and we're missing 45 apples all of a sudden. And on the other side, we have 3 boxes of oranges. Well, once again, just for reference, to help ease the process. Okay, so that means we're still solving for T. That means the only thing left with the T is the 3. So we are done with addition and subtraction, since there is nothing else to add or subtract on the right side, where the T is. So that means we gotta get rid of the 3. What is the 3 doing with the T? Well, we said multiplication has a big dot or an asterisk, but do be aware, if there is nothing in the middle, there is no multiplication, right? There is no division sign, there is no addition sign, there is no subtraction sign. What is the 3 doing with the T then? The assumption is that it's multiplying that. Even though we don't show a big dot or an asterisk, we still assume that it's multiplying. So whenever a number is next to a variable, it's actually multiplying. So opposite of multiplication, since we want to pass it, that's our next step. We get rid of it by dividing. And I highly recommend you do it individually. So that means F divided by 3 and negative 45 divided by 3. And what you do to one, so you must do to the other. So let's divide by 3 on the right side as well. 3 divided by 3 cancels out. F divided by 3 we can't simplify. But negative 45 divided by 3 will give us 15. And that'll be negative divided by a positive, still negative. So negative 15. So overall we have F divided by 3 minus 15 equals T now left over. Do note the 3's cancel out on the right side. So that would be our final solution or final expression in this case. To remember, revisit PEMDAS or orders of operation. They'll help you out when solving or simplifying.